Hi there, crafty peeps. Enis here from Papercrafting with Enis, and I'm on today with a Lisa's Craft Room haul. So for my new subscribers, you probably don't know what that means, but for my longtime subscribers, I know you know what it means. And many of you have told me that my videos with my Lisa Craft Room hauls are actually some of your favorites. So I'm on today with a Lisa Craft Room haul. So today is the day that I had my monthly craft day with my sister Lisa. And she has an amazing craft room with everything under the sun in it. Everything. I mean, the girl knows no limits, okay? And frequently when I go over there for our crafty day, she sends me home with a huge bag of goodies, and as many times as I keep telling her, please stop, she just keeps on doing it. So yeah, I have a number of things here. And actually a couple of these things are from my mom's craft room. And both my mom and my sister are crafters as well as I am. And my mom basically does card making, and she lives down in Florida, and my sister Lisa and I are up here in Michigan. And Lisa was down visiting with my parents beginning of March for my mom's birthday. And while she was there, they did a little bit of crafting, and my mom sent some goodies back to share with me and Lisa. So I'm going to show you a couple of those things that my mom shared with me. And then, yeah, we're just going to look at all this stuff. There's a lot here. And also I wanted to mention that my sister Lisa is into a new craft now, and I'm going to share that with you as well. So before we actually get into some of the products that my sister shared with me, the whole reason I went there was for a crafty day. But when I got there, she was not really feeling in the super crafty mood. She had some things happen this week. Unfortunately, her husband was in a car accident, and thank goodness neither he nor the other people involved were injured, but their car was pretty messed up. Okay. So she's been dealing with the insurance company and things that go along with people having an accident and getting a rental car and this and that. So when I got there, she wasn't in the greatest crafty mood, but I said, you know, we should probably do something. And I was trying to think, what could we do that wouldn't be too much? And I'm actually working on a couple challenge packages, one of which is Easter themed, which I had already hoped to have done, but that didn't work out for me. So while we were there, I said, hey, do you have any bow dies? Because I was going to make some bows to include in my challenge package. And she said, yeah. So we dug through her dies, and we did find one of the KS Craft. I think this is called the Shabby Chic bow die set. And these aren't completely done yet, but what I did, well, I should say what we did, was we used some of this Dollar Tree snow mesh, and it's kind of like a lavender purple color. And I have some of this in my stash, but she gave me the leftover. There's not much left here from the roll she had. But she made these little rosettes, and we pinched them in the middle to make bows. And then we used the Shabby Chic bow die set to create these pretty bows. Now I do still need to put cabochons or something in the center there, but then these will be part of my challenge package. And what we did here is we did two with the purplish paper on the top layer and then the print paper on the bottom layer. And then we did two with the print paper on the top and the purple paper underneath. Now, I do have another one here, but this top bow popped off, so I'm going to have to repair that when I put the cabochons on. So anyway, the paper that we used was, I think it's called Hello Easter. And I had a pack in my stash that I've been using for my projects. And I didn't know we were going to do this when I went there, so I didn't take it with me. But she and I both had the digital printout of the same paper collection that we bought from snapclicksupply.com. And so we just printed some sheets. And so this is the pattern paper we use, and then this is the light purple with the little X's on it. So these are the leftover scraps I have to use. And this was the crafty project that we worked on. And then, so now we're going to start the Lisa's Craft Room haul. So she did gift me the leftovers of this mesh, which I'm sure I will use. And she was ordering some distress inks online, and she thought she was ordering the large ones, but this is what came. And I do have a number of these, but I don't have this shaded lilac, so she gave this to me. And then she got this Alina Cuddle stamp set for Father's Day, and she wasn't going to use it, so she did give that to me as well, and that's a great set. Now, this item actually was not from Lisa. My wire cutters that I use for cutting my dies apart and jewelry making are getting dull. So my husband was at, I think, Home Depot today, and he said, hey, I know you need a pair. Do you want me to pick you up some? So my husband got these for me today. So that was very sweet of him to think to do that. They're not the color I would choose, but I'm sure they were great. Hey, they're Craftsman, okay? Craftsman's a good brand name. So that's going into my crafty arsenal. So then Lisa shared with me a pack of acetate sheets. The acetate that I have does not work well in my Cricut machine, and she had several packs of these, so she did share a pack with me there. So I'm happy to have that. And let me see here. Now I'm going to get into some of the things my mom sent. Okay, so we have this here. So yeah, my mom sent a bunch of things that she was not using, and Lisa and I split it up. So here she shared with me this pack of foam stickers, and they are all Father's Day kind of related or Father's themed stickers. These are foam stickers. There were 12 pieces in here, and she gave me 8. I don't know what I'm going to use with these. So if somebody is interested in one or more sheet of these, if you let me know, maybe we can work out me sending you some, okay? Because I am definitely not going to be using all of these. Okay. She also shared some green and red polka dot snow alphas. So those will be fun to use. My mom also shared some Heidi Grace Designs rub-on embellishments, and these are beautiful. So those are going to be nice, and she did use some of them, but I don't care. Very, very pretty. And then she shared, my sister Lisa stamped in, well, actually, she didn't stamp this. She colored this with her Copic markers, and she shared it with me. So yeah, she knows I like sunflowers. So here's some paper my mom shared, and we've got this, which she must have been going to make something and didn't finish it. But I like the paper. It's very pretty, and it's got some shimmer on the hearts, so that's nice. And then there's this one here with the floral. It's actually butterflies that make a floral design, and this also has a glittery sheen to it as well. And then there's a number of 12 by 12 sheets. Some of these are two-sided, some are not. So I'm just going to flip through these quickly. I do like this vintage one here. Okay, this one here has lines and words on it. We've got numbers for an advent calendar. These are all kind of vintagey papers. At least these first ones are. One with desserts on them. Another one with the desserts. And this is actually, I don't think you can see it. Well, maybe you can. It's a yellow embossed paper with flowers on it. So that's cute. And then there's this brown. And these are single-sided sheets, and they're kind of thin. Now, these were nice and thick, but these are thin. Little Princess, pink, cute tags. And then this one with the, I guess they're like little ornaments. They have hooks on the top of them there. Just a quick flip through. This looks like wallpaper to me. Got stripes. Now we're back to some thicker papers. This actually was part of an Echo Park paper pack. It's got a beautiful back. These are some thinner papers. Oh, they're mixed in here. Stripes, dots. There's a swirl with snowflakes on it. So some of these are Christmas papers. There's this pretty one. This is two-sided with the floral on the back. We've got these dots. Pretty blue. So some of these are good for spring crafting. We've got another stripe here. This one here, it's got some words on it. We've got some letter sheets, and she did use a few of these, but that's okay. Let me move these aside. It's getting to be quite a bit. We've got these number 1 Dad coffee cup papers. Two-sided. We have Super Dad. Two-sided. Mustache. Two-sided. Okay, so those are all the papers from my mom. Let me move some of these things aside. And then she sent this pack, and this says came from Stampin' Up! Hodgepodge Hardware. So this is something else. But she gave me all of these little frame pieces. We've got these pretty little swirls here. I mean, there's just all kinds in here. We've got like, they almost look like belt buckles. And there's all kinds of shapes, all kinds of sizes. Really, really cool. And then there's some brads in here. And they're all in a brass tone. So yeah, there's a lot of great pieces in here. And then I think Lisa actually threw these in. I think they were from Lisa, but I'm not positive. They're snowflake beads with the holes in the centers. So that was one thing from my mom. And then this, which is so awesome, and I have it, Lisa taped it shut for me so we wouldn't get a mess. First of all, just check out this box. I love the box. It's got a little magnetic closure on it. And inside, it is filled with a whole bunch of different colored gilding flakes. So look at all of these pretty, pretty colors. And they're all gilding flakes. Gorgeous colors. And I have not used gilding flakes very much, but I tell you what, I'll probably be using them now. Look at the pretty colors. I mean, really. And then this one is black. Okay, so that's all of those. I'll just tuck these back in here, and then I'm going to show you what's in here. So yeah, my mom's a crafty girl too. 73-year-old crafty girl, okay? So this is actually, I believe these are sheets of gilding flakes. Yes. So you see here? So pretty. And so that's a silver pack and it's open. I don't know what, oh, this looks like, I can see here, it looks like rose gold. This looks like gold. So these are brand new packs that have not been opened. There's another gold. And then let's see what this one is. This one is the rest of that silver that I already showed you. Okay. So that is the pack of goodies from my mom. I mean, just amazing, right? And I am sorry that this video is getting to be long, but there's a lot here. Every time I go to Lisa's, she sends me home with a huge packet of goodies. So yeah, sometimes these videos are a little long. Okay, so that's the goodies from Mom. Now, my sister Lisa is into a new type of crafting. She recently picked up a 3D printer, okay? So she is playing around with 3D printing, and she made a couple of these cute little kitties. And this is super lightweight, but look at how beautiful that is. Gorgeous sheen on there. The cute little face. Beautiful. So that was one thing. And I have up on my shelf right over here a whole bunch of little Tchotchkes kitty things that people have sent to me. And so I am going to be putting that up there with that. And then Let's Get Scrappy is redoing her craft room right now. Actually, she's doing a new craft room. And she showed some things that she purchased to go in the craft room. And one of them was a double-sided tape dispenser that she purchased online. Well, I showed it to my sister Lisa, and she's like, oh, I can make one of those. I got a 3D printer now. So this is her rendition of the double-sided tape, Sukwang tape, whatever it is you want to call it, dispenser. Now, it doesn't look exactly like the one that Let's Get Scrappy posted that she purchased, but Lisa did make this for me, and you can see it's got different widths of spots here to put your rolls in. She decorated it with kitty stickers because she is a kitty mama. And give me just a second. I'm going to grab some rolls and we're going to drop them in here. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got a couple rolls here. Let's see what we can fit in. So that roll fits. That roll fits. That one fits. And this one fits. So look at how perfect that is. Yes. So I can keep this out on my desk and craft with it. Now, the original design had like a bar here so that the rolls all stayed in one place. But honestly, I don't mind that it moves around like this. So let me just peel, let me get to the beginning of one of these. So your spools are going to sit in here and you're just going to roll them off like this. Okay, so what a nifty little invention. So Lisa made that for me. I actually bought the spool of the filament on Amazon and had it shipped directly to her so she could make this. Super cute, so I'm going to put that aside. And I am now going to squish the camera down a little bit. I probably should have done it earlier and show you the next thing she made for me. So you're going to probably wonder what these are. Okay, this is her version of ink pad storage. Okay, now I currently have a number of VersaFine Claire inks. I don't know how many I have. I got a few, a fair few. And I have them stored in a container, and I'm going to drop a picture so you can see how they're stored right now. And let me give you the measurements for that. Because the reason Lisa made these, she made a ton for herself, and I'm going to drop a picture of hers in a minute too, was to save space. Because let's face it, our craft rooms are way too full. Okay, so the image that I just showed you is 13 by 13. Okay, and it holds 33 inks. And these are the ink pads, okay? So the idea behind this is space saving. And I know it looks like there's a lot here, and when we measure this going across, this is actually wider than my current one is. This is about 14 inches. But what the plan is to glue them together like this. So instead of being 13 by 13, these are going to be, let me measure this. So top to bottom, again, we have 14 inches. Side to side, we now only have 7 inches. And I can fit more inks in these than in the current storage. The current storage holds 33. This holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 6, 36. Okay? And instead of storing this way, which the current storage does, this stores this way. Ingenious, right? And she did these on her 3D printer. Honestly, amazing. I don't have a 3D printer. I don't plan to get a 3D printer, but I always know that if I buy the filament, Lisa will make them for me. So how awesome is that? Yeah, so that is like ingenious. And this is going to fit just fine. Of course, I'm going to do them up and down, not side to side. But this is going to fit just fine under my cabinets that I have hanging on the wall above my counters. And it will take up way less space, almost half the space that the current system handles. So yeah, actually, I have 2 of those units that I showed, the white units. And if somebody is interested in those units, let me know in the comments down below. If you're interested, and maybe we can work out me shipping them to you. Maybe you could pay for the shipping and I'll give them to you for free. Honestly, they're not that old, but I can't use them. I need to save space, and this is the solution. So anyway, that is my Lisa's Craft Room haul. And after I'm done talking here at the very end, I'm going to have a little clip of her 3D printer actually printing another set of die storage that she's making for some different types of ink pads. They're much smaller than these, and I think they're the O2 inks by Alina Cuddle, I think is what they are. So she is condensing all of her ink storage into smaller units like these, and so I'm going to have a little video clip and her picture of some of her storage. And yeah, just amazing. Just amazing. I love it. And I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me this whole entire video. I know it's been a long video. Number one, don't forget, if you're interested in my old ink storage, let me know, and maybe we can work something out for you to get those. And what was the other thing I had? Oh, the foam stickers with the dad themes on them. I don't need all those, so I'm happy to give some of those away as well. For those of you who have hung out to the end, I want to do a little hidden giveaway. Anybody who leaves a comment down below, anybody, as long as you are 18 or older a subscriber or a frequent commenter on my channel, if you have a U.S. mailing address, I'm going to enter you in a drawing. How about a gift certificate for April release of Double Click Connect's Dewdrops? Okay, I don't have them out to show you right now, but if you go onto her Etsy shop, you will see them there. So if you are interested and that sounds like something that would be fun for you, be sure to drop me a comment down below, and I will work out with Carrie getting you some dewdrops, and or maybe you want a different release. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I know it's been a long video. I really appreciate you guys watching. The Lisa Craft Room hauls are always interesting, always interesting. So have a great rest of your weekend, and I will catch you all in the next crafty video. See you later, crafty peeps. Bye.